What do you mean it came back? Your Pokemon can come back? Imagine that, Jacob gets lucky. Generic Control and the theduckgoesmoo here, back with some more Alpharad reaction. Today we're reacting to Can You Be Pokemon Emerald with Only Mudkip, which has been a long time requested video. This all started from Jade Animations attempting a Nuzlocke video. I watched her too, and then I watched Alpharad's too, and then I watched their 2-player Nuzlocke that Jaden uploaded. You can check out that video, I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description, you can check that out. But everybody was telling me I need to watch this one. I'm not sure what I should do next. You all love the Jaden videos, you all love the Alpharad videos. I think he's absolutely hilarious. I've never seen any of his content outside of the 2 videos I've already watched before. This is the luckiest boy I have ever known. He has an Icarus complex. It is hilarious to see his downfall of his luck just getting the better of him. It's not like in a jealousy way, just because it's just funny how everything was going so good and then just completely crash and burn. It is fantastic. I love these videos. He is hilarious. I love his style of comedy. I love reading your comments as well. Leave them down below. I read every single comment and reply to a lot of them as well, so you know I'm reading them all. And also shout out to the patrons. They gave videos day early and allowed me to have a paywall on the channel. Almost 2 years ago to the day my channel was deleted. I had to start all the way back over. So if we're not at 50,000 subscribers right now, we're so close. That is a huge milestone. If you can help me hit 50K, that would be absolutely insane. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I can make your day a little bit better, because I'm here to make you smile, not make you pay. No paywalls on this channel. Let's jump into this video. Alright. Dude, I love his videos. He's so funny.
Anyways, I was just curious.
The last video I did was the 2-player he did with Jaden.
Pokemon. I looked at Pokemon Emerald and wondered if it would be possible to go from receiving your starter to becoming the champion without catching a single Pokemon. The first obstacle that
I was actually doing something similar in my playthrough of Pearl.
Required to traverse through the Hoenn region. A fun fact about
definitely follow me on Twitch, because I think I'm going to do a Nuzlocke, my first ever Nuzlocke here
water-based moves, it made sense to pick Mudkip since he can also learn the other 2 required, that are Strength and Rock Smash. I'm not really allowing much leeway on the catching Pokemon thing. If it's a legendary, that's free XP, and if it's shiny, you gotta kill it, and that's just heartbreaking. Our precious little Mudkip may leave a lot to be desired when it comes to his stats.
What does he do? Because there's some things that you have to use like cut and fly and stuff.
Stats over these, but that's where I come in and say, oh boy, I love an arbitrary challenge with an odd set of win conditions. The heart of this challenge really stems from asking, could I instead of should I?
The lucky boy is gonna shine through.
Upon being gifted my Pikachu by Professor Birch, I immediately went into the grass and started grinding. I beat my rival, talked to my dad who focuses on work instead of me, watched Wally learn what a Pokemon was, and then I made it to Petalburg Woods. Nothing interesting really happens here since it's just the path towards the rock gym, and let this serve as a reminder that I picked the water-type Pokemon. Inside the gym, our little Pikachu had his first attempt at evolution, only to be denied by a single press of the B button. It really makes you wonder if being blue-ballsed in the middle of your metamorphosis hurts, but I mean,
it probably does.
Since there's a whole lot of this down the road. The easiest solution to this is to get Neverstone, but that's boring. I'm cheating. It's just this arbitrary rule I just made up. Anyways, Roxanne lost my already over.
He just enjoys the blue balls.
Retrieved an old man's lost dog and then set sail on the haha. We then arrived in a cave and a mysterious hiker offers us Flash. We then walked off, looked at him over our shoulder and said, wow, thanks for nothing. The hard part about caves in this run is that you don't have Flash, which means you can't see and you have to walk through the caves by memory alone. Lucky for me, I played this game hundreds of times as a dumb stupid kid at the dumb stupid after school program in 3rd grade because my real
I played it during school.
For me. We then
senior year of high school, actually, I played Emerald on my Game Boy Advance.
For a Mudkip only user, which means it's now time to fight
during
the second
finals.
gym leader. I tried to fight every trainer I could in the building, but it wasn't enough for this underdeveloped Mudkip. So naturally, I resorted to bullying kids on the beach until that magically became enough to earn another gym badge. After that, we fought Team Aqua, beat our rival again somehow. Like, I really don't know how I did this one. And then approached Mauville City, which held potentially the hardest part of this entire run. The electric gym leader. The balance of this region is that if you're going the water type, your Marshtomp should already be half ground type by now, thus being immune to electric moves.
But it's not.
That is not how this story goes. You really just have to allow your Pokemon to pop as many pills as you can before you inevitably run out of money. Don't do drugs, kids. Your best bet is using Mud Slap, a move with low power that lowers your opponent's accuracy, but they only use Shockwave, which has a 101% accuracy, so it's just like, shit. I'd like to say that I
He's
eventually
actually
won this battle
101%.
through sheer willpower alone, but I'll be honest and say that the AI just messed up and hit me with the How instead of Shockwave, which falls under one of the most we take those kinds of wins I've ever seen.
Imagine that, Jacob gets lucky.
This gym badge allows us to use Rock Smash, which is an actual move we will actually use. You can then use Rock Smash to get strength, and this is an actual move that we will even actually use. At this point, you're starting to figure out.
But his moveset's
going to
be moveset
is going to be void of an actual moveset since we have to use all these HMs to navigate through Hoenn.
Yeah.
You can go to the move deleter, sure, but to get through Victory Road, you need Strength, Waterfall, Surf, and Rock Smash. And we're lucky Dive isn't required, otherwise it wouldn't be possible. On our
so is he going to make a mule for
missions,
HMs, or
the Fiery Cave, and there
maybe
really
he's just going to make Mudkip that strong?
Except TM06 Toxic, hiding behind a boulder, but we'll get to that later. After that, we run into Team Magma, go through a forest, and then fight the 4th gym leader who specializes in fire, which again, let me remind you that I chose the water Pokemon. Upon receiving the 4th gym badge, our journey puts us in a beeline towards the 5th one. I definitely thought that this was going to be the gatekeeper for me. Norman's Pokemon had all the tools to absolutely steamroll me, and
I like how it has the
I
moveset.
severely underestimated the growth of my Mudkip, and then Norman sent out Slack.
Oh no, not Slack.
I was worried about being sat on
in
in
the
a
face.
hilarious fashion by this humongous beast, but then I remembered Slacking's ability. He can't attack every other turn, and my Mudkip was faster and knew Dig. After denying Schrodinger's Marshtomp another chance to breathe, we took the HM Surf, got a Thunderstone for our dearest Pikachu, and then progressed towards the Weather Tower. Inside, Team Aqua bombards you with the exact same shit you've seen before, and ultimately fails to overpower the strongest Mudkip in existence. You would think that the Weather employees would be grateful for you saving their lives, and that's the problem. They are. Too grateful, if you ask me.
Why?
They offered to give you a reward for your troubles while stripping you of an option to decline. With that being said, we retrieve our 2nd Pokemon of the playthrough, and just like that, the run is dead.
Wait, really? Is that...
We never caught a Pokemon, I suppose. It's not like I guess used a Pokeball for it. I suppose that
it's not like you
ever
used it
in the box like a red-headed stepchild and hope he never sees the light of day. So with an additional skeleton in our closet, Steven Stone shows us another fun piece of useless information before we go into the 6th gym. I'll be honest and say that these puzzles for toddlers took me a bit longer than I'd like to admit, but I eventually found my way through. I debated on teaching my Mudkip Rock Tomb for this gym alone, but I trusted my precious child to eliminate. Oh my god, they're all dead. Remember when I talked about Team Aqua earlier? Yeah, just imagine that again, but this time with ghosts. Then imagine that again, but with Team Magma, and now rocks are around.
Which is easy.
The twist here is you have to fight the leader of Team Magma, and during this fight, I kind of ran out of PP, so I thought using Dig against his Camerupt would be a fine answer, but I was wrong. We got all the rollback though, so let's just focus on the positive, okay? Our next objective was to return to Slateport.
What happens if he gets into a 2-player battle?
Fly, no matter how many times I asked or how hard he tried, so we had to walk across the country again. This is just a pointless objective that activates the next event in Lily Cove, which is a painful process if you don't have the ability of fast travel. And since we were in Slateport, I thought we would surf over to the abandoned ship and pick up TM13 Ice Beam, and we're just gonna put that in the bag until later. While returning to Slateport,
is he gonna like get through Victory Road or something and then give him the...
Somebody asked me to fix a stream layout. As I was attempting to please a loyal viewer, I realized that I made a grave error.
It's just a lighting error. It's a white balance thing. It's like I can just slide one thing on here and make it...
Wait, he let it evolve!
Like, wait, that's saturation. That's wrong.
He's so focused on the game. Everybody in chat.
Yeah.
So much for the Everstone.
Back to my last save, groan loudly, and
that's so smart.
Again.
Okay.
Backtracking
Thank God for
was
saves.
as painful as it sounds, and then I picked up Toxic along the way, defeated Team Aqua again while picking up
Toxic,
a Master Ball that is essentially worthless, and then we found our way back to Moss Deep. This gym served as a huge roadblock in our path because this gym clearly incentivizes double battles with its design and theme and gym leaders being Kate and Liza. Or Lisa, or Lisa, who cares? As soon as you make it to the gym leader room, they turn you away if you only have one Pokemon. To battle them, I'd have to catch another Pokemon, which would absolutely disqualify me from this challenge. But what if we have a certain albino Metamorphosis love child to bring back out of hiding? Surely this doesn't count as catching a Pokemon, and it's not
cannon
like
fodder
really matters since he's just gonna die to Xatu Psychic. From this point on, Mudkip easily won the 2v1 by spamming Surf the entire battle. And upon leaving the gym, I went out to go do what I felt was right and release Castform into the wild.
So he had this planned out. Okay, so he was like, yeah, I didn't.
Refused.
What do you mean it came back?
To assist Mr. Stone in a double battle.
Your Pokemon can come back?
To allow me to choose any Pokemon I wanted, so I chose my Mudkip, and we washed the floor with these lackeys. With our journey soon coming to a close, Steven finally did something of value and allowed me to teach my Mudkip a brand new HM, Dive. With this being our fourth one, Mudkip looks no different than an HM Zigzagoon slave at this point, and nevertheless, we continued our journey to the 8th gym. But before I did that, I was surfing and ran into a shiny Tentacool.
Wait, that's a shiny.
In front of everybody. But I still forgot
where
to go to the Aqua hideout.
I've never caught a shiny.
Yeah, we did that too. Then returning to Pseudopolis. They play a nice little cutscene while Wallace plays 20 questions about Rayquaza, interrogating me about their location as if a 10-year-old with a Mudkip had even heard of whatever that thing is. For whatever plot convenience reason,
hey, look at that, it's a Rayquaza.
For the Sky Dragon, and he instant transmission to somewhere random, I think. Since I didn't want to attempt to imitate it by walking painfully slow, I just battled in the Sky Tower until my little Mudkip couldn't handle it anymore. Since whiting out sends you to the last Pokemon Center you went to, it activated the next cutscene immediately. Rayquaza interrupts this fight that looks like a stare down to tell Groudon that he got insanely
speed run.
I mean, he has this tiny piece of land, and Kyogre has this ocean on their side.
True.
He then threw in the white flag, which caused Kyogre to dive back into the ocean, and I don't really know where Groudon went, honestly. Anyways, after seeing all three of those monsters, this allows our protagonist to enter the final gym and
so he was doing an emulator with a face cam.
I definitely remember being much harder as a kid. One doesn't really serve as too much of a challenge for the beast that was created before.
I was worried if it was like I'd get in trouble for
funny flex to throw a master ball
like live streaming it with a face cam.
He didn't appreciate the joke very much, and to be fair, I get it. It's not really
trying
that
to block
funny.
the ball.
So with
Don't
all
be a
8
thief.
gym badges in hand,
He
our
tried to
journey now directs us at Evergrande City, which is honestly just one.
Knowing Jacob, you'd actually get away with
First,
it.
we had to go to the Move Deleter and ditch Dive and learn Waterfall. Luckily, only 4 of the 5 required HMs are necessary to get through Victory Road, and if that wasn't true, the run would have just ended right here. Upon entering Victory Road, we are greeted with Wally trying to strike a pose, and we can just fast forward through all this. He never really served as much of a challenge to the superior species of Pokemon.
Set level 71.
And I wasn't really about to rely on muscle memory nor flash, so I just looked up a guide and counted step by step. Nothing really exciting happens here, so we can just fast forward to the Elite Four. I stocked up on last minute supplies and sold my
Ultra Balls
since we can't possibly use those. I called this a practice run since the moveset I was going on was full of low PP HMs, with one of them being Rock Smash, which is a hilariously awful move. This definitely sounded much harder on paper, but Mudkip kind of tore through all of the first few
level 71? Yeah.
With only water moves that are not very effective, Rock Smash is just not, and we didn't have any ice moves. Things seemed kind of hopeless. I decided to use an Ether on Strength, and that turned out to be the saving grace here somehow.
Salamence,
Palkia's
weakness.
We had one remaining challenge in our way. This Mudkip has been through so much.
Well, we're
we
like the biggest
Pokemon.
Adventure.
And with our journey finally coming to... Okay,
we
get Toxic stalled by Wallace's Melodic and lost. Okay, whatever. At this point, I decided that our moveset was not going to cut it. One of our moves did not even get used in the Elite Four, and the rest didn't cover what we needed it to. With Toxic and Ice Beam still in my bag, I wanted to equip them to Mudkip, but how? We made our way back through Victory Road, picking up a much-needed PP up on the way, and arrived at the Move Deleter's house. After removing half of their HMs and giving Mudkip as close to real
that's what I figured was going to happen.
We set out to see and dive. You know,
clear the path.
Since this would warp our trainer back to the Elite Four and the HMs required to get through Victory Road were no longer applicable, this time was going to be different. Each move was strategically picked for each trainer. A lot of Pokemon were dying to
he's gonna rumple
stat bonus, but we also had strength to cover the matchups with weak defense or who were strong to water. With everything in place, Mudkip was unchained, storming through trainer after okay, and then Glalie just used self-destruct. This time,
that'll do it, yeah.
After arriving at Phoebe's battle, I realized the last battle her Dusclops exerts pressure, which is bad for my limited move pool. I also noticed that he opened with Protect and would keep spamming it until one connected. Being that he could use this move 10 times, I decided that I would just buff Mudkip up as much as possible, and then on the 11th turn, the beefiest Mudkip you've ever seen slaughtered all of the ghosts. I used a similar strategy for the next trainer since Mudkip lived in constant fear of being exploded on by a living snowball. When it came to Drake, the difficulty of the last run went away since Ice Beam was the perfect tool to destroy everything he loves, which finally brings back to Wallace. I took my time and beefed up against his Wailord,
Oh,
which I
there's
feel like
his
if that
6
Pokemon ever
Pokemon.
gets Dynamax, stadiums are going to collapse. With Ludicolo,
Yes, because
knowing
it's
Giga Drain
massive.
would serve as a huge problem. Being that I had to heal each time he used it, I just waited until he used the move 5 times and then Ice Beamed him down. Wallace's Tentacruel is by far the least threatening Pokemon he has, so this was just time to heal, buff up, file my checkbook, and mentally prepare myself for what was coming next. Milotic came out using Toxic, educating me that I've never said most of these Pokemon names out loud, and little did they know I could be toxic too. This fight went on for multiple minutes, but Mudkip eventually found himself a victory somehow. Surprisingly, this wasn't the end. After using Ice Beam, Wishcatch was frozen, and at this point it was just heart of the cards from there. With Wallace attempting to hold the throne and not lose to a 10-year-old, he threw out Gyarados, but you already know how that went. So just like that, Mudkip single-handedly became the champion of Hoenn's Elite Four. It was a long journey, but his very
show like the team you did it with.
A lot of people said that a Mudkip couldn't accomplish such a daunting task, but
that's
it.
That's the
team.
team.
No matter how large the obstacle may be, if you believe in
20
yourself,
hours, not
you
bad.
can accomplish anything if you have a drugged-up fish with legs by your side. One thing that I thought was funny during the credits is that they really want to walk you down memory lane by showing you all the Pokemon you caught, and
all of them. That's it. That's it.
So thanks for watching. This was definitely one of the more fun videos to make. It takes
a
bit longer to
what is
create
11 million
than
views?
gameplay videos, but I'm down to make more if you guys want them. So let me know in the comments of any other arbitrary challenge you can think of, and be sure to follow Nova for doing all the animations. And be sure to
feel a lot better about like
here. And I don't know
live
if you know
streaming,
this about
me
me,
playing.
but I've always been bad at making outros, especially when reading from a script. So
who has a script? Just subscribe. Just subscribe. Great video. Let me know what you want me to watch next, whether it's from Alpharad or Jaden Animation, because they're both absolutely hilarious. I absolutely love Jacob's videos, though his style of comedy is just perfect. He actually just did a video that just came out. Oh man, it just came out like a couple weeks ago, I believe. It was like, it's a Pokemon Nuzlocke, but something's a little bit different. I think that's what it was called. I'm not really sure what it was called. Do you want me to react to that one? Maybe another Jaden Animation video? You all love Jaden's videos. I do too. They're both great creators, honestly. But I love reading your comments. I hopefully made your day a little bit better. Hopefully you're subscribed so we can get to 50K, which is just a crazy milestone. Because May 1st, 2020, my channel was deleted. I just hit 20,000 subscribers. Had the best month I've ever had on YouTube. After years and years of hard work and dedication on YouTube, it just, all of it just got deleted. And never found out why. So, I had a lawyer, they never responded. I had a lawyer send 2 letters and they never responded. Which is nuts. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really did. I look forward to the next one. But until then, take care and cue the music.
We were playing as soldiers, making soldiers.